Genesis chapter 5, verses 1 to 32. From Adam to Noah, the line of life, promise, and hope. KJV Text Expository Bible Study Script. 1. Introduction. Why Genesis 5 matters. Genesis chapter 5 may appear at first glance to be a simple genealogy, a list of names, ages, and deaths. However, from a biblical and theological perspective, this chapter is a bridge between the fall Genesis 3:4 and the flood Genesis 6-9. It answers a crucial spiritual question. After sin entered the world, how did God preserve his promise and his plan for humanity? Genesis 5 is not merely about death. It is about life that continues under God's covenant grace. 2. KJV Scripture Text, Genesis 51:32. Genesis chapter 5 verses 1-2. This is the book of the generations of Adam. In the day that God created man, in the likeness of God made he him. Male and female created he them and blessed them, and called their name Adam in the day when they were created. Explanation. The chapter opens by reminding us of God's original intention. Humanity created in the image and likeness of God. Even after the fall, God does not erase his original design. Genesis chapter 5 verses 3-5. And Adam lived 130 years and begat a son in his own likeness, after his image, and called his name Seth. And the days of Adam after he had begotten Seth were 800 years. And he begat sons and daughters. And all the days that Adam lived were 930 years, and he died. Key insight. Notice the shift. Created in God's likeness, v(un). Seth born in Adam's likeness, v(3). This reflects the reality of sin's transmission. Yet God preserves his redemptive line through Seth. Genesis chapter 5 verses 6-20, Seth to Jared, pattern repeats. Each generation follows a rhythm. A son is born, life continues, and he died. This repeated phrase emphasizes the certainty of death after sin. Genesis chapter 2 verses 17 fulfilled. The faithfulness of God to sustain generations despite death. Genesis chapter 5 verses 21-24. Enoch, a break in the pattern. And Enoch lived 65 years, and begat Methuselah. And Enoch walked with God after he begat Methuselah 300 years, and begat sons and daughters. And all the days of Enoch were 365 years. And Enoch walked with God, and he was not, for God took him. This is the theological heart of Genesis 5. Unlike all others, no, and he died. Instead, God took him. Hebrew insight. The phrase, walked with God, halak etha Elohim, implies continuous fellowship, alignment with God's will, a life lived in obedience and faith. Enoch becomes a living testimony that death does not have the final word. Genesis chapter 5 verses 25-27, Methuselah. And Methuselah lived 187 years and begat Lamech. And all the days of Methuselah were 969 years, and he died. Methuselah's lifespan is the longest recorded in Scripture. Traditionally, his name is understood to imply when he dies. Judgment comes, linking his death closely with the timing of the flood. God's patience is on full display. Genesis chapter 5 verses 28-32. Noah, hope for a fallen world. And Lamech lived 182 years, and begat a son. And he called his name Noah, saying, This same shall comfort us concerning our work and toil of our hands, because of the ground which the Lord hath cursed. And Noah was 500 years old, and Noah begat Shem, Ham, and Japheth. Noah's name Noach means rest, comfort, relief. Lamech's prophecy points forward. God is preparing a man of grace through whom humanity will be preserved. 3 theological themes in Genesis 5. 1. Death is real but not ultimate. The phrase, and he died, is repeated like a drumbeat, yet Enoch interrupts it. God reveals that eternal fellowship is his ultimate desire. 2. God preserves a faithful line. From Adam, Seth, Noah. This genealogy is the line of promise, later leading to Abraham, David, Jesus Christ. Luke 3. Walking with God is the goal of life. Not longevity, not achievement, but relationship. Enoch's life teaches us a short life with God is greater than a long life without him. 4. Spiritual application for today. What does Genesis 5 teach us spiritually? God remembers his image in us, even when sin distorts it. Faithfulness matters more than fame. Walking with God prepares us for eternity. God's promises move through generations. Genesis 5 quietly declares, God is patient, faithful, and always moving history toward redemption. 5. God's will revealed in Genesis 5. God's will is not hidden. He desires relationship. He values obedience. He offers hope beyond death. From Adam's failure to Noah's calling, God is teaching humanity. Walk with me. 6. Closing reflection. Genesis 5 reminds us that life is brief, but fellowship with God is eternal. The question is not how long we live, but how we walk. Will we walk like Enoch? Will we trust like Noah? God still calls his people today to walk with him.